I'm going to make this quick as possible. This is how to take Blender PNG sprite frame animations into an AnimatedSprite2D in Godot, and how to do it correctly. This took me 2 days. This is my third day, and I think I finally got it. Okay, first off, you start in Blender. Now, this is the key. You have to face your model. It took me a long time to make this little robotic mannequin. You have to face your model going Blender's Y positive direction. I originally made it so it was going Blender's X positive. So facing, and it's facing this way now. I had it facing down here. The result of that is I had it originally this way. This is the way I have it now. Now the reason for this is very simple. I'll hit F5. If you have it facing south, it rotates. It's supposed to be following the mouse cursor. It's not following the mouse cursor because it's off by 90 degrees. This one is following the mouse cursor because I did it correctly, but it's still off. It's not correct. This one, I have the pivot point correct. So, with that out of the way, we're in Blender here, and I've got a simple animation running, and that's simply just, well, this. That is 80 frames. So that's going to make 80 PNGs. Now in Godot, in the printer, I'm setting it a resolution of 500 by 500. Don't know if that's good or bad. Don't care. You do frame start of 0, frame start of 80, because that is the animation. Down here you choose ping, red, green, blue, alpha, so that all of this that is in the camera but is not part of the object is transparent. And you want to make sure that you have red, green, blue, alpha picked. And then you go, once you're set, you've got your frames set up, you got the proper length. You pick the place you want to place it. I will just do it here because that's fine. Won't interfere with the other stuff I've already done. You do render animation, and there you go. You've got a animation that you can load into an animated sprite. So here you create an AnimatedSprite2D. I will delete this. I'm going to keep the script in it. It's very simple. I use a timer because I'm testing these things, and a match to play the animations. And then I still got to do all this. But anyways, you create an AnimatedSprite2D. You don't need anything else. You don't need a character body 2D or an area 2D for this. You go over and you pick sprite frames. You'll have to pick new here. I've already got it. So then once because this will not be here. So you pick sprite frames. I believe you click new, and then you'll be down here. So you add a new animation. And we're just going to name this one like it was. We're going to name it wrong. Now, raised fisticuffs is facing south. It's not facing east. It's facing the wrong direction. So to make this, I'm just going to pick the first one all the way down there, and boom, there we go, facing south. In 2D, there is our raised fisticuffs. This is on, animation looping is on by default. I turn it off because I'm pulling animations as I need them. Now, you notice how slow that was. You go over to the speed scale and you do 10 or whatever, however speed you want. Now, here's the thing. If I go into this character, which has all of these idle animations, everything's 10. I change that to 20. Everything changes to 20. So I'll use the baseline of 10. Okay. Now, in code, play idle right arm. Idle right arm right here. And this is your custom speed. So even though this is at 10 in AnimatedSprite2D, for all of these, I'm custom running it only at speed of 1, and false means I am not running it backwards. I prefer the play backwards. If you want to run something backwards, I prefer the play backwards. It's just, I can't get this true to actually work correctly, but I've only been working on this part of it today. So what have we got now? We got the wrong animated sprite in AnimatedSprite2D. We've got a copy of the correct. This is just a copy of this. It's actually a duplicate. So we'll make a third one. We're going to move you someplace else. Put you there. This is the camera, the blue line. We hit F5. And I have everything set up to follow the mouse. Here is the wrong animation. The one that took me forever to figure out. And there's that one. This one being a copy of this one is going to rotate incorrectly, but be pointing at the mouse. This one is the correct one. So how do we fix all this? So for character A3, this is our pivot point. We need to use an offset. Let's try 100. Oh, that works. Puts the offset directly in the center of the body. And we hit F5. Now it's offsetting correctly. These other two. This one will never be able to be fixed. All animations out of Blender, instead of facing south, have to be redone so they're facing east. And that's pretty much all I have to say on this video. Everybody have a great day. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm making a model, a cheap old model in Blender. I'm animating it in Blender. And then I am doing a film strip rendering in PNG, bringing that into Godot, and loading that film strip into Animate Character 2D. And this is the result. For my game that I'm working on, there's the very tiny result of the bar fight I want to make in here. It should be doing, yeah, see, you can barely even see these random idle animations I put in. There's an animation where you raise the arm and move around the hand. Same animation, but he's looking at the arm. Just basic stuff that I've been working on. But this is how you do what I'm trying to do from Blender into Godot. So, yeah, everybody have a great one.